Hello, while Kevin Feige was making waves at Comic-Con, teasing everyone with new projects and also announcing a Ghost Rider film starring Ryan Gosling, I started thinking and decided to put together my own top list of the most anticipated films that are set to blow up the charts in 2027. As it turns out, there are quite a few of them, and by the way, many iconic fictional universes are preparing for their triumphant return to the big screen. So I suggest we don't waste any time, get comfortable wherever you are, and I'll tell you all about it. Despite the fact that Avengers: Doomsday will most likely be released in January 2027, since the worldwide premiere is set for December 2026, no matter how much we're all waiting for Robert Downey Jr.'s return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe in a new role, Doomsday won't appear on this list. However, another equally massive film definitely will. The Chronicles of Narnia, The Magician's Nephew, and we'll start with the return of the Chronicles of Narnia franchise. The last time we heard about this warm and cozy fictional universe was in 2010, when The Voyage of the Dawn Treader hit the big screen, concluding Edmund and Lucy's journey among the Narnians. On February 12, 2027, the premiere of the Chronicles of Narnia, The Magician's Nephew will take place, a spin-off of the original trilogy and an adaptation of the sixth novel out of the seven released by Lewis. The story takes readers back to the birth of Narnia, when Aslan created the world, and tells how evil first entered it. Diggory Kirk and his friend Polly Plummer travel to other worlds as a result of an experiment by Diggory's uncle. There they meet Jadis, the White Witch, and witness the creation of Narnia. The book provides answers to many questions about Narnia that readers or viewers of the previous films might have had. Let's hope the adaptation turns out well and briefly brings many of us back to our childhood, when we first discovered the snowy magical world of Narnia. Star Wars: Starfighter. As sad as it is to acknowledge the current state of Star Wars, the total box office failure of The Mandalorian and Grogu says a lot, as do most of the failed series in recent years. But Lucasfilm is placing big bets on Starfighter, and fans are cautiously optimistic. First, the lead roles went to extremely renowned and charismatic actors, Ryan Gosling, who according to rumors may play the very Kyle Katarn from the expanded Star Wars universe, and Amy Adams, who will play Jedi Noom. Matt Smith will be the main antagonist, and the showrunner is Shawn Levy, best known for Stranger Things and Deadpool and Wolverine. And considering recent news about the new Ghost Rider film, where Ryan Gosling also stars, with a premiere set for 2028, let's get back to Starfighter. The project promises to be high-budget with many beautiful worlds, as well as stunning visuals and cinematography. The only thing that's really concerning is the post-sequel era. The film is set 5 years after Episode 9, and as insiders have already stated, it's not impossible that the universally hated Rey Palpatine could appear. And let's talk a bit about the plot. The main character will have to protect a young ward from villains. Gosling's pilot will have a nephew who is Force-sensitive. According to the plot, at the beginning of the film, his mother is killed, and before dying, she manages to pass on a lightsaber and a message to her son. The boy will have to go in search of an uncle he's never seen. But the clever hero will escape his home planet and find his relative, a washed-up pilot and war hero haunted by ghosts of the past. At first they won't get along, but obviously, over time their relationship will improve. Meanwhile, the duo will be hunted by a female villain who is Force-sensitive and wields a lightsaber. She will be in cahoots with a warlord or a notoriously shady arms dealer. That duo might actually be Amy Adams and Matt Smith, though insiders said Amy Adams would play a positive character. The premiere is scheduled for May 28, 2027. Spider-Man: Beyond the Spider-Verse, the animated story of Miles Morales has become so beloved that expectations for the final chapter remain sky-high to this day. Honestly, throughout all of 2023, no film gave me as many emotions and viewing pleasure as Across the Spider-Verse. Truly stunning work from the animators, actors, and composers. I'm absolutely wild about the musical score in this trilogy. And as for the chemistry between Miles and Gwen, I won't even comment. If you haven't seen the first two parts, run to your TV, it's urgent that you fix that. Pursued by Miguel O'Hara's Spider Society and betrayed by his friends, Miles Morales finds himself in the darkest corners of the Spider-Verse in search of a way home, knowing that his calling not only destroyed his family but also put them at risk. Miles races against time through space and dimensions to fight for everything he holds dear and reunite it all once again. The long-awaited premiere is set for June 20, 2027. Shrek 5, go ahead and tell me you didn't love Shrek as a kid. Yes, I believe you. Honestly, if someone didn't like it, I don't judge, but as a kid, I was totally into it. I remember watching the animation constantly, playing computer games, buying some merch. Basically, I was fully immersed in this franchise. But I approach the fifth installment with caution. It still looks like another cash grab on the franchise. Still, if it turns out to be a solid movie, then my respects to DreamWorks Animation. The studio promises an exciting, magical, and comedic adventure. Shrek, his wife Fiona, and their teenage children, who are total troublemakers, along with the gingerbread man, once again leave their beloved swamp. This time, the company sets off for an even more distant far far away kingdom, with Donkey eagerly anticipating the journey while Shrek, as always, doesn't want to go anywhere. This time his fears aren't unfounded. The kingdom seems to be going through hard times. They decide to travel through a very troubled area with snowmen. Upon reaching their destination, the heroes end up in prison for unknown reasons, and their troubles don't end there, because Donkey decides to cheer up his cellmates by performing Sting's Roxanne. Eddie Murphy already sang this song behind bars in 40-Year-Old Virgin. Perhaps this is the character warming up for his own solo adventure. Following Shrek 5, DreamWorks plans to release a solo film about Donkey, though for now we only know that Eddie Murphy is already recording his lines in the studio. The directors are Charlie Bean and Matt Flynn. The premiere will take place a year after Shrek 5, on June 30, 2028, and Shrek's premiere, as you probably guessed, is June 30, 2027. The Mummy 4, the fourth installment, is dedicated to a new adventure for the family of adventurers and scholars, the O'Connells. According to rumors, fate will take them to Peru. This is the sequel everyone wanted but no one expected. It's hard to imagine the 57-year-old Brendan Fraser jumping through ancient ruins and fighting mummies again, but according to the actor himself, he's been training hard. Rachel Weisz and John Hannah will also return to their roles, playing the charming Egyptologist Evie and her bumbling brother Jonathan. The directors of the new installment will be Matt Bettinelli-Olpin, Tyler Gillett, and Chad Villella, the founders of Radio Silence, the studio behind Ready or Not and the new Scream films. The team promises to focus on practical effects and make a thrilling, fun movie. The premiere is scheduled for October 15, 2027. The Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum, and with that, we've reached the most anticipated releases of 2027. First on our list is, of course, The Hunt for Gollum, which returns the Lord of the Rings franchise to the big screen after 13 years. If you're interested in my opinion, honestly, I've been looking forward to this since childhood. I adore Tolkien's work, Peter Jackson's original trilogy, and I even love The Hobbit, no shame in admitting it. On top of that, The Hunt for Gollum is being directed by Andy Serkis. In case anyone doesn't know, Serkis played the Ring Lover in both the original trilogy and The Hobbit. The main thing is that Serkis is a huge fan of this franchise, so I'm not really worried about the film and I'm almost certain it will be a worthy return of The Lord of the Rings to the big screen. And Peter Jackson isn't staying on the sidelines either, he's also working on the film alongside Serkis. The action takes place during the dark period between Bilbo's disappearance on his birthday and the formation of the Fellowship. This dangerous journey through the darkest corners of Middle-earth reveals previously unknown truths, tests the resolve of the future king, and explores the fractured soul and backstory of Gollum, one of Tolkien's most mysterious characters. When the ring is lost and taken by Bilbo Baggins, Gollum is forced to leave his cave and go in search of it. Gandalf the Grey summons Aragorn, still known as the Ranger Strider, to track down the elusive creature, whose knowledge of the ring's whereabouts could tip the scales in favor of the Dark Lord Sauron. It's not hard to guess that the lead roles will go to Aragorn and Gandalf. And while the legendary wizard will once again be played by Ian McKellen, they unfortunately couldn't bring Viggo Mortensen back for the role of Aragorn. He's objectively too old to play the youthful ranger, even if they're similar in age. However, the casting director did an excellent job, bringing in Jimmy Dornan, a 43-year-old Irish actor best known for his roles in 50 Shades of Grey, Robin Hood, Origins, and the TV series Once Upon a Time. Physically, the actor looks great for the role. Now we just have to wait for the film and see his performance. The premiere is set for December 17, 2027. We're very much looking forward to them all. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, you can support it with a like and subscribe to the channel. It's the best motivation to keep trying and continue. Let me know in the comments which 2027 film you're most excited about. You can also drop by the Telegram channel. All the news is there in text format, plus I try to chat with everyone. Thanks for shaking my hand. See you in the next video. 4. This response is AI generated, for reference only. We're very much looking forward to them all. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, you can support it with a like and subscribe to the channel. It's the best motivation to keep trying and continue. Let me know in the comments which 2027 film you're most excited about. You can also drop by the Telegram channel. All the news is there in text format, plus I try to chat with everyone. Thanks for shaking my hand, see you in the next video.